So one of the things I think as, us being in addiction is character assassination. What does that mean to you when I say that word, character assassination?
To me, that means blaming someone else's character for my behaviors.
Okay. And when we look at character assassination, really what are we trying to do when we are coming out and we're attacking someone else's character?
I'm putting them down to feel better about my behaviors, okay, or to make an excuse.
All right.
Also to play the victim.
Okay. So now that we talk about victim, you've learned here about a victim mentality. What does that mean to you as well?
For me, it means believing that it nearly provides me an excuse for my actions, because I always feel I've been victimized, or I've been, other people are to blame for the way I'm feeling and thinking. So if someone treats me or says something to me or makes some sort of demand, and I then accept it, but without liking what I'm doing, and then I carry that resentment with me for months after, and then end up, say, drinking over it, the victim mentality is saying, well, I deserve to drink. They treated me badly, they treated me poorly. I've been wronged.
Okay. So then, when we have that mentality, we're back into that cycle again. Again, where the anger is there, and you're feeling, and you have the resentment, you are being owed something, and so you will carry that till they pay what they owe you.
Yeah.
Do you have any resentments at this point in time with anyone in your life, or have you been able to move on from there?
No, I mean, that's one of the things we've worked on since I've been here, is looking at all the resentments I have against specific people and basically forgiving and moving on, and realizing that from now on, the choices that I make are mine only, and no one can force me to do anything.
So really, when we get to the point of forgiving, we do know that possibly someone owes us something, but we're actually deciding to do what?
It's just to forgive and move on.
Just to forgive the debt. We're canceling the debt.
Yeah.
We're saying to them, you know what? I know that in my life there's these issues, but I'm canceling that debt and I'm setting you free.
Right.
What have you found with all the resentment and the bitterness that you've held inside? What has happened to you, and as you look at your offender, have they been able to move on? Are they sitting in the same boat as you, drinking or bitter, or are they just moving on with life?
Yeah, in most cases they're moving on and I'm stuck.
Okay.
So they're not.
So who's not growing?
I'm not growing. I'm stuck, yeah.
And so it's vital that we're able to just say, you know what? That debt, I'm canceling it. We got to remember too that people in life can only give us what they have. So if we are expecting someone to love us when they haven't been shown that love, or they haven't been given that respect, or they haven't, how do you get something from someone that they don't possess?
Right.
If you asked me for $20 and I had it, I could give it to you.
Yeah, I know, and I see that now with a lot of my relationships I have with people. I had these resentments or I had this blame directed at people, and now I'm realizing that so much of who we are is how we're raised and our own background, and sometimes people just can't give something they don't have.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So would you recommend Valiant to anyone?
I would recommend it to anybody who struggles with any sort of compulsive behavior, such as drinking, drugs, sex, gambling. It's changed my life, and it's got me to finally focus on the actual behaviors and the reasons why I drink. It's not about, say, just stopping drinking. It's all about the reasons, and it's all about being able to change.
So do you think if you started facing your fears, moving towards them, and actually a healthy person always moves towards their fears, but we all have fears in life, that if you were able to move towards your fears, would you even think or consider having a drink at all?
No, I mean what I've come to realize here is that drinking in any situation is just going to compound the problem. I need to be, and what I've learned here is I want to be able to face my fears and learn from them and defeat them and move on.
So would it be safe to say that really the addiction that you have is really the compulsive behavior?
Absolutely.
As opposed to I'm having a drink or I'm going to smoke a joint. Really,
it's the one thing. It's for me. It's drinking.
The behavior.
It's the behavior. So for other people, it could be working out or watching television. For me, it happens to be that drinking is how I hide from facing my fears.
So it could be people who overeat,
Exactly.
people who do the drugs, people who exercise too much, TV, like you say. What other sorts of addictive behaviors could one develop?
Pornography. It's one that I see a lot in some people.
Okay.
Yeah. Computers, video games.
Okay,
Yeah.
so really, the addiction really is the issue that's going to drive the behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So to figure out why we're in the behavior and why we want to go drink is really to figure out what it's all about.